Hello, fellow Murdlers. Today is Sunday, August 25th, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today we have the mysterious murder at the luxurious white-collar prison, and we have 3 6x6 grids with suspects' locations and weapons. Our red murder clue today is a single cufflink was found beside Inspector Aretino, so we know that the exploding cufflinks are our murder weapon today, and we'll use our detective's notebook and our clues and evidence to figure out who had the exploding cufflinks and where they were. All right, let's re-meet today's suspects from this past week. We have Senor Emerald, Coach Raspberry, Agent Fuchsia, Babyface Blue, Vice President Mauve, and Earl Grey. The weapons today are a rope of designer clothes, a shiv made from a Mont Blanc, exploding cufflinks, a poisoned birthday cake, Murdle Volume 2, and a bottle of Cabernet toilet wine. Finally, our locations are the spa, the rec room, the tennis court, the Michelin-starred cafeteria, the guard tower, and the movie theater. All right, let's dive into our clues and evidence. Frosting was discovered wet. Okay, the frosting's going to be the poisoned birthday cake. And discovered wet, say it with me now, it's gotta be the spa. Everything in here is wet. So go ahead and put the cake in the spa. Analysts discovered traces of a weapon made of alcohol on the clothing of Babyface Blue. I believe that's going to be the bottle of Cabernet toilet wine. Let's just triple check this. Yes, okay. So the bottle of Cabernet toilet wine was with Babyface Blue. Agent Fuchsia was seen hanging around in the guard tower. Very straightforward. Let's put Agent Fuchsia there. Earl Grey was seen in the spa. Okay, so we can give the birthday cake to Earl Grey and put Earl Grey in the spa. This fingerprint was found on the tennis courts. Let's see who we've got here. That's going to be Coach Raspberry or Vice President Mauve. Vice President Mauve. That's a trickier one than usual. But yeah, that's definitely Vice President Mauve. I almost thought it was Coach Raspberry for a moment, but you can see like this extra little bit here. That's kind of the telltale sign between the two. All right, so we've got Vice President Mauve on the tennis court. So Mauve, and we are on the tennis court. There we go. All right, we've got an anagram. A rope of designer clothes was found beside a non-GMO dinner. Okay, so we know non-GMO dinner, that's going to be the Michelin-starred cafeteria, non-GMO. And rope of designer clothes, that is what it is. So we'll put the rope of designer clothes in the Michelin-starred cafeteria. And let's see, we know where Mauve and Fuchsia were, so we can say neither was in the Michelin-starred cafeteria. And so neither had the rope of designer clothes. So we can mark those off for these two as well. We also know Babyface Blue had the bottle of Cabernet toilet wine, not the rope of designer clothes. So we can come down here and say that Babyface Blue was not in the Michelin-starred cafeteria. Okay, so next we have a book that reveals how Logico and Aretino met was found indoors. So I believe that's got to be Murdle Volume 2. And let's see, I don't think it says anything about how they met, but I do know just from having the book that that is part of it. And let's see, there's nothing else really that makes sense for that. So that's got to be Myrtle Volume 2. So let's see, indoor location. Let's see which of these, I think all of these are indoors. The only one that's outdoors is the tennis court. Yeah, so we can only eliminate the tennis court for Myrtle Volume 2. And also, since we know that Vice President Mauve was on the tennis court, we can say that we know that Vice President Mauve did not have Myrtle Volume 2. Okay. Senor Emerald was seen by a video game console, so that is going to be, let's see, Senor Emerald in the rec room. And we can also cross off then the rope of designer clothes for Senor Emerald, which gives those to Coach Raspberry. And that also will tell us that Coach Raspberry was in the Michelin-starred cafeteria, and that also rounds out the movie theater as the location for Babyface Blue. So let's see what else we can get from that up here. Maybe nothing else. I think that might be it for now. Yeah. So one of these two must have had Myrtle Volume 2, and that checks out here with their locations as well, so that's looking good. And then similarly, I'm seeing 3s and 3s up here, so it's looking like we're in good shape with the grid. All right, a stain from very expensive ink, that's going to be the shiv made from a Mont Blanc. was found at a great place for a photograph, and that's going to be the guard tower. So that answers that question. We've got Agent Fuchsia with the shiv made from the Mont Blanc in the guard tower, which means that, let's see, Senor Emerald must have had Myrtle Volume 2 in the rec room. So that tells us that our killer today must be Vice President Mauve with the exploding cufflinks on the tennis courts. Alrighty, so let's put that in. We've got Vice President Mauve with exploding cufflinks on the tennis court. I'm gonna flip these over, and this was like the very last bit. I love it when it's saving it to the last moment. So we don't have any more grid to fill out, so let's just go ahead and see if we were right. All right, we were right. Thanks so much for playing along with me today. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough, and we'll see you tomorrow.